Welcome back to more World of Outlaws WhatiFRacing Career Mode. I'm not feeling 100% because I have tonsillitis, strep throat, or something among the mix. I'll put a picture here on screen, and it's very graphic, so I'm sorry, but if I don't elaborate or prove it, then people are going to be thinking I'm making it up, just like everything in my life. So there it is. It's gross, but you know what? It's there, and it is nasty. So, not 100%. I just feel tired, so I can't go fast with the intro like usual. So I know it's how dare I. So we have this is a penultimate part. We got Vegas, Old Mill, Lucas Oil, and Fairbury. And I was looking at one of the parts where I switched it to 101. I think I had like an 80-point lead. So the fact that I had like 150 plus now or something like that, I think kind of goes to show that it really wouldn't have mattered if we had it at 101 like from the very beginning. We were still going to have a point lead. Not as big as 140 or what, 46 points or whatever, but it would still be probably around 70 or something odd points. So it would still be pretty good. So it's good to know on to Vegas and see how we'll do there. So I was doing some practice laps of this track like off camera. And I don't know why this track is like just way harder than the other ones, because up to this point we've been pretty close to getting our goal time, or we're maybe a tenth off. Here we're good 3 or 4 tenths off, so it's way harder than other tracks. So that's something I've been noticing. So can't explain it. There's not really much science to it other than just roll the bottom. But actually that lap time was pretty close. But yeah. I don't know. I'm sure anyone can just run this and be amazing with setups and stuff. But I don't know. The quicker I get through this series, the quicker I don't have to be getting shit for anything I do. So let's just move on. So I think that 150 point lead that we had, I think we're going to lose a lot of that today. Because there's just not much more I can really do. We just cannot run the times that we need to. And of course, our championship competitors are right up there. So we're just going to lose points today, and we're just going to take it up the ass and just keep going. Just accept it and move on. I earned some reward points. I don't know what that means, but we did something. I was going to say we started 5th and finished 5th, but of course the AI have to wreck or do something stupid, so we'll gain a pity spot. Alright, I'll take 4th. I think we're going to start 14th instead of 18th, so 4 spots up. I think as a fun fact, this series is going to go on longer than NASCAR Rivals. We've actually tied it. So once we're all said and done with this series, this is going to be probably around 120, maybe some odd parts, or I don't know how long exactly, but it's definitely going to be the longest one since NASCAR Heat 4 Career Mode back in 2019. So what a moment in time that was. I really missed 2019. 2019 was probably the best year of my life, and I don't think it's ever going to get eclipsed. It's been 5 years later. Still haven't felt like that was like any other year was better than that. It was just the greatest time of year for the channel, the community, of like everything. It was such a good time, and we're never gonna get that again. So that's just depressing to think about. Speaking about that, things that aren't depressing, running P12, that's definitely better than I expected us to run based on how qualifying went. Qualifying gave me like absolutely no hope, but then in race trim, in the A main, we're able to do something. Once again, I'm more confused with that than anything, because it's almost like qualifying. It's almost going back to like Heat Evolution to like Heat 3, where if you qualified in like the top 15, then you know you're in race stream, your car's like really fast. But then if you're further back than that, then you're like really slow. It's almost like going back to that or something. I don't know. It's just weird. We're in the top 10. I don't know what lane to run. I'm sure the top works, but, you know, I'm not skilled enough. I never will be skilled enough for that. That's probably one of the 10 questions I'll have to ask Jesus is, why did you only make me good at NASCAR games and nothing else? I'll have to ask my baby maker that, or something. Baby maker, I don't know. Oh, another typical AI wreck. They flipped it and kept going, but, you know, of course that's a yellow, so we'll rack them up and do it again because, you know, racing. So, yeah, I guess we're not horrible in this race, which is good. Just want to get down the bottom. We made contact slightly, but nothing too egregious. Yeah, I'm just very confused how we're running this good. I don't know what really to say about it other than maybe that's just how Vegas works in this game. I can't remember if we ever ran here to Loot 22. We probably did. It just, you know, it's been like 2 years, or almost 3. So, can't really remember that far back. I feel like I'm 30 years older in the last 3 years than I have been in the last 3 years. It feels like I'm like in dog years or something, or I don't know, maybe it's not literally that, but it feels like it. But we're in P6. It's not bad. Would be nice to have a top 5, which we will definitely get that because we had another AI wreck. I think this is probably going to be like the worst performing series I've ever done. Like even AT Off-Road Fury, like that one was way better. Test Drive Viva Destruction, that had way better like returning viewers. This has like almost nothing. It is so fucking depressing that I can't do anything else because it won't bring in views. I can't even really put the time to make the Robin analysis videos. Can the AI stop wrecking? I'm in the middle of a fucking tangent. I'm not in the fucking... I should be probably sleeping. Like if anything I do, if I were to make it a highly edited video and express my admiration for a character, no one cares. If I do something that's not NASCAR, no one cares. If it's World of Ballot, no one really cares. So, I guess I can't say no one cares because like the first handful of parts it gets views, but is that really all that it's worth? Is just to do 5 videos of and then that's it? It's just a fucking black hole of shit that I am in where I can't do anything different. I have to stick to the plan, stick to the ritual of just playing NASCAR games for the rest of my fucking life, and I don't want to do that. Also, we're having an amazing opportunity to go for a lead, but it took multiple AI cars to crash for us to even be in this spot. How are we this competitive when we were so trash in qualifying? Make that make sense. How come I try to run the outside and it doesn't do anything? How come I suck so bad at this game? I don't know. I'm just... questions I just don't... I want to have answered. Like, why did God make me only be good at NASCAR games and nothing else? That's my freaking monkey's paw. Like, maybe I made a wish or something where I could be good at NASCAR games, but then at the cost of that, I'm like not good at anything else. What? I guess that's the monkey's paw. That could be like a freaking Twilight Zone episode or something. Like that. There you go. Give me my script. Give me my fucking 10% return on interest or some shit. So Vincent Jackson wins again. We get good money. Merch sold is pretty good too. But Vincent Jackson's too far back in points, so it doesn't really mean much. This could be like one of the last times we're going to be using the winter car as the background because by the time this goes up, it'll be in the new year. But as of right now, it's the 30th of December, so this is going to be like one of the last videos to have this background, and I'll probably change it to something else. Repair everything. Well, I don't know what Old Mill's going to bring. We haven't been there before. Okay, Vincent Jackson's actually now second in points. Is that right? 178 points? Good God. That is, that's a lot. And he has 8 wins, too. I don't know. It's been weird. I don't know. Not going to ask questions. Move on. Don't ask questions. Just consume product and move on to next product. That's the motto for everything now. And mind you, because if fucking Jim Jones is watching, so I'm still haunted by that bastard. No, I'm not doing this series because I'm really concerned about the views. It's more about finishing off what I started. That is all. That is about as simple as it humanly gets. Because views, the last time I was concerned of views in a serious manner to where it affects my livelihood was like a year and a half ago. So that's no longer a real threat. That is probably like the 12th different thing on my list of things to be concerned with in my life is that. Well, we hit the goal time, not by like one of the lap times was like a lot higher up, but for the most part, we achieved it, so we should run good race trim-wise, assumingly. Well, it's 5th. We actually got our goal time, so that's impressive. Vincent Jackson is now our new second-place guy, and he's ahead of me, so hey, he's trying to show his relevance, but it's too little too late. Interesting. We actually made a pass in the heat from second to first. Was not really expecting that, or wasn't expecting to be competitive in the least. Actually pulled away from him too, so I mean that's impressive. That was like the Heat 1, so that was with the more competitive field, so that's kind of surprising that we were able to pull away from them. Like, that particular field of cars, but... Oh, yeah, you know, we'll just get slammed. Thank God I had the contact, you know, not adjusted. Look at the AI pathing, like, wiggled them all around. Did you see that? That was... It's the same shit that was in the Tony Stewart game from 2020 that I despised back then. Glad that in 4 years, not much has changed with that aspect of it. Alright, we'll start second. I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't know what to say, because the previous other race, we ran really good when we qualified 18th, so it's all upside down. Get out your Google Doc charts, your pen and paper, because you're going to need that to understand how each track works and what to expect, because I don't know anymore. It's almost like when you go to each track, you need to write out you need to write out like the track name and then give like a description of your track experience and then it's like you almost have to do homework on like knowing what to expect, so you can hand it into the teacher and give them your analysis of each track, because it's so different. Like this one, we're right there with the leader. I mean, he's giving me the bottom lane, so I'm gonna try to take it. We were clear, but barely. I even hit the brakes a little bit because I just wanted to. I was afraid that I was hitting him, and then, you know, it scared me. But I did lose the lead there, so I'll have to try to get it back or something. I don't know. We had a shot, but I was too afraid because I made contact, and I was like, oh, Jim Jones, somewhere out there in the ethos is going to get fucking pissed at me for it, so I backed off. So it's basically what I'm boiling down to, it's his fault. Was actually a good exit on the bottom lane there. Maybe I won't have to blame him for it. Though we did overdrive that corner, so they crossed me back over. Down the bottom there. It's just a bunch of slide jobs, crossovers. It's just a whole hugabaloo of that. Now we're clear. Okay, maybe we'll actually win and do something. I wasn't expecting that today. Vincent Jackson's not even in the top 5, so once again, we're going to have a really good point day on our hands. So once again, it makes me feel good that no matter what difficulty we would have switched it to at the beginning of the year or not, we were just going to inevitably win the championship regardless, so... Yeah, and of course we get another, you know, dumb, stupid yellow, but that's just, you know, it's part of the script. We got Mr. Washington beside us, which I don't think he's been relevant this entire season except for, like, really early on in the year. We got Hughes now trying to get by me, but I think we're going to get a good route up the corner. Okay, we're good. This is a momentary scare. Another AI wreck literally for, like, second to last. Like, what? It's just stupid. I don't know. It just happens so often. And it just gives me... Once again, it's just another other stupid opportunity that the AI could just drive right through me. And it's annoying. Because that's like the only way that it seems like they can make a pass on me. Or how many instances have I been where I'm in the lead and the yellow comes out and it screws it up? I don't know. It's annoying. I just want this race to end so we move on to the next one and get through the series just a little bit quicker. I feel like, I don't know if I'm asking for much there, but I just want it to go through a little bit quicker. And because of somehow all of that, Vincent Jackson's now just in the top 5 magically, so I can't make sense of that, but thank goodness we have a big enough point lead to where it doesn't matter, so it's just funny to point out. Well, we get a dub. That's our 3rd win since we switched to difficulties, so that's nice to see. We gain more points. Good everything. No complaints there other than the dumb yellows progressing, making this race longer than it needed to be. But other than that, that was some good stuff. I was glad that race was just chill. That was very chill. No complaints there. Nothing stupid happened. On Lucas Oil, we typically run decent there, but the tires are going to be really annoying, so I'm going to hate that, but at least I'm familiar with... I know what to expect. I hit the inside wall, so I'm sure that's gonna mess up the laptop or the freaking repair thing at the end of the race. That too. Can I stop? I'm not in the fucking mood. I don't care. Just move on. I'm not gonna sit here and practice. This game's not worth it. Can I... I'm hitting the wrong fucking buttons. So last race, when I was like 3/10 off the goal time, it put me 18th. Will that pattern continue? Yeah, just about. Yep. That doesn't mean that's where we're gonna run in race trim. It'll probably be like top 15, maybe top 10 or something. So I don't know. Can we just move on? Hurry up. I guess that's interesting too that I'm still not playing the career mode the right way. So I don't know what the ideal way is to do it from what the comments are saying. So I don't know. The quicker I can get through the series, the bigger of a backlog of videos I have done in advance, the less I don't have to care about any of this anymore. This has been... I'm amazed how miserable this series has been just to fucking record, to fucking edit, to look at the comments, and I don't know why I even bother looking at the comments still. But I guess I just as it's just part of the thing you're supposed to do when you make videos. But it's just so not worth any of this. The only reason I'm even continuing this is just to fucking finish it, because we were this close. Also, why in the god holy grain earth do they make you run 25 series with everything combined, but there's only, what, 14 of them? Or I guess technically 11 of them, where it is unique, of those unique cars. But they want you to run 25 seasons of everything in, like, regional and national, like, a second time. There's just so much unnecessary padding. It is just, like, it's just not worth it. It is just not worth doing all of that. That's why I'm doing it in the way I'm doing. But that's still, all of this is wrong. So, I don't know what is the right way. Where are these comments when other people play these career modes and they do it in a certain way? Like, where is the scrutiny there? Why is it just me? I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of being fucking, like, just wrong in everything. It's just... I'm done. Starting P15 in this, which is fine. That's way better than where we're going to qualify. See what we can do in race trim. Just have to watch out for the tire on the inside, because even when it's just... The car does like naturally kind of turn left a little bit, so wherever you point the car, you have to kind of give a little bit of room to factor in that's going to go down the track a little bit, which I know that's wrong. It's wrong to have the car go down the track when you're in the middle of the corner. I know that everything I do is just wrong, but that's just how I play it. I don't know. And also too, like, it's like, maybe someone else would be saying, like, you know, why don't you play iRacing? It's like, I fucking hate iRacing. I want no part of it. It made me burn hundreds of dollars on things that I just wasn't enjoying. And I hated it. I just want to be done. I want to be done with all of it. I'll come back in fucking September when NASCAR 25 comes out. That much is almost all but a guarantee. So I'm very curious to see what they're going to do with it. And also to... This series might continue into, like, frickin' February, depending on how I want to structure the actual, like, World of Outlaws. So do I want to put that to 100% race length, or just keep it the same 50%? I mean, it could continue into February, so maybe at some point in that series, we'll get, you know, the PC version will come out, and then we'll finally get a confirmation of if draft is in the game, because you can get into the game files and find it that way. So we can end this fucking question. So I understand it exists in real life. I understand that now, but in the video game, that's still a question. And that's been a question months in the making. Also, we're not running horribly. We're top 10, which is about normal. So maybe running a little bit worse than what I'm used to, but I mean, I'll take it. We've been running extraordinarily well for much of the season anyways. So 9th place is not horrible in this circumstance. When I was like in micro sprints, and that's all I could do was like run 9th or 8th, then yeah, that kind of gets annoying. Just like how it gets annoying that every race there has to be a flip every single time. At least we'll be guaranteed an extra spot. We might have gotten damage from that with the car literally like flipping on top of me. Yeah, like 2%. That's not horrible. What's horrible is my driving, as always. That'll somehow gain us almost 2 spots in that corner. How? Why? I don't know. Remember, we qualified 20th, by the way. Just want to point that out. We qualified 20th. Yeah, here we are somehow mustering in a 5th place. Hell if I know. I made a mistake. Of course, Mr. Jackson does get ahead of me here, so he'll gain, you know, 2 points. Most importantly, well, yellow came out. But that damage, actually, that might mess me up, because now that tire did a complete flip. That might be in the racing groups. That's going to kind of mess up 3 and 4, I think, maybe. I don't know. It depends on where it's at. I think we're good. And thankfully, I don't think that damage carried over because it was in the caution transition. It did not, which is good. We're gonna lose another spot there on the start, so that's also, you know, annoying. But yeah, I just made a mistake and lost the spot. You think I was gonna make an excuse for it? Nah, it was my fault. That AI car. Thank God I have contact off because that would have just wrecked me because of that. Just like how that would have happened once again. Got cooked trying to get by me here as well. On second to last lap. Try and get a good exit. I mean, I get down low. I fucking suck as usual, so I failed to do that. We'll lose a spot and then gain one like immediately. Thankfully, he actually gave me room. I'll give him a lot of respect there. He actually gave me room, and of course we get another stupid yellow. At least we're 5th on the inside line, but there's always a chance they can just throw it in the corner and move me out the way, so nothing's really a guarantee. Just annoying to add more laps. It's annoying to have more cautions to screw me up, though. Thankfully, I may not have actually screwed me up. It might have actually hindered, or it might have gave me a bonus spot, because we got 4th. Maybe 3rd. Barely. So, that, for once, that caution was a benefit. Horrible exit there a little bit, but I'll take it. We had no right to be 3rd, but I'll be fine with that. Sure. To no one's shock is harsh driving. Still could theoretically actually run this car without repairing it, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I was told about it. So I'm just gonna double check with that, make sure. We have 3.2, so we're very close to upgrading at least everything as like a baseline, like the base upgrades for everything, not factoring in the upgrades after everything. So that's good. That's nice. But we still got a couple more races left, so I guess we'll see what we can do with that. I don't know. We might buy time. I don't know. On to Fairbury. Apparently I haven't raced at Fairbury yet because I had to set that slider thing up, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes in practice. I guess Fairbury's going to be a struggle. I mean, we're not even close to the goal time. It is just, we're 3/10 off. I mean, there is no cushion, no anything to where, like, it kind of grips up anywhere in the corner. It just slides no matter what angle I put the car in. So, I think it's going to be a bad race. We're just going to get on with it. I'm not going to sit here and practice for, like, 20 minutes at this track. I'm not going to hit the goal time. It's just not possible for me. Got 10.3. That's probably one of the best laps I ran. And it's 21st, so about on par for a horrible qualifying trend. The game hasn't been updated. This is just how it's been the last 3 races for some unusual reason. But then in race trim, we'll be running like top 5. Is that how it's going to be? Like, is that the pattern now? I don't know what's going on. It's just weird. I didn't adjust qualifying to be hard, just normal. The fact that I started 6th in this, so like we actually have to race to get into the main. It does seem like we're at least going to get 4th, which is good. Maybe not, because I'm just going to get plowed through. Nice crossover, we'll get that spot back, maybe even 4th. We're just going too fast, and I can't slow down quick enough. It's like we have to slow down, like, not even in the middle of the corner, like literally off the corner. I should be off the throttle or something. I don't know. I just can't figure it out. There we go. We got 4th. So we're going to the main. We're starting 13th. That's not bad. That's actually better than where we qualified, so I'll take it. How many yellows are we going to get in this one? Like 3? That's kind of the pattern. I don't know. We'll see what we can do here. I mean, I've always liked racing at Fairbury. It's always been a fun track. I just don't know why they're really difficult here. I mean, all we can really do is just hold the bottom here. Just hope. I mean, even then, we're still carrying too much speed in that corner. I would like to run the top, but another AI wreck as usual, and I run into it. And we go in the air. Yeah, the one time I go up high, they wreck. Like, how poetic. So that's 1 yellow. I need 2 more to hit my quota. Yeah, we were gaining spots until I went up to the top lane, and then the one time I do it, then, you know, there was a wreck. But yeah, I don't know. I've always, like I was trying to say, I've always liked racing at Fairbury. It's been a fun track. But these cars are just so fast. I actually have to kind of apply the brake a little bit just to blow it down a little bit, whether that's just before the finish line or not. In fact, the wheels stopped turning there because I was hitting the brakes so much. But yeah, we're now inside the top 10, which is fine. Once again, you would think based on how qualifying went, we would have ran like 15th. But nope, we're just running top 10. Almost running into 6th, potentially. Again, I don't really understand why in this part it's like this. Unless these just certain tracks just kind of are... That's just how it is. Qualifying is really difficult. I don't know. It's just weird that 3 of them in a row have been like this now. Where I qualified in between 18th and 21st. But yeah, now we're just able to run 5th. I don't understand it. It's so weird. But whatever, I'll take it and move on. Maybe even 4th. This will actually clear them, so even better. That's another AI wreck. I think Scott Dixon Jr. Adam Dixon made some contact, so he has some damage. That was actually the leader, so maybe we'll have a chance if he gets slowed up on the start. Is this our chance to get a BS win? When was the last time we got a BS win? The last, feels like 10 wins have been like just straight up. We haven't had like any type of craziness happen. I don't know. Maybe we have. But it's been a long time where I feel like we got a win at the expense of the leader having a mishap. Like actually getting in like a wreck. Not because of a restart. Well, we get yeeted out the way as usual and lose a bunch of spots, so how fitting. That's like the only way it's just annoying. I don't know. This is why I turn the contact, like the wheel-to-wheel contact up to 0, because it gets stupid after a while. And even then, that still wasn't enough to completely get rid of it. I really would like to finish 4th, because I feel like that's probably where I rightfully deserve to finish, but we'll probably not get that and be annoyed. So, how fitting. I'm going to try to get it summoned in this last corner here, just send it. And I'll just take 7th. I don't care. I truly do not care. I do not care. It was stupid. It was just dumb that I can't even count how many instances we've had a chance to gain or at least finish good, then we get a yellow and then I get, you know, thrown out the way. Just dumb. I'm so tired. I'm so absolutely tired of it. They do it more than I think I've seen them in any other vehicle. Like, you would expect that more in street stocks or like the Pro Late models or something. Not in these cars. It's just senseless. Whatever. Move on. So we lose. We actually gain points at Vincent Jackson, which is always good. But that was definitely a top 5 that we had. Absolutely a top 5, and couldn't get it because of that. That's just one thing that will always annoy me, no matter how old I get. Is you're running long. We're going to get 4th place. Then a late race yellow comes out, and then a restart comes out, and then someone from behind just throws their car in the corner, just boots you out the way. It's just fucking, it's bumper cars. Like, this is dirt racing. You can't bumper car a wingless sprint. Inside track, the friends we make. Zach Perry shares about their friendship with Martina Trick. I guess Zach Perry I don't know who that is, but I don't know. She's simping. I was about to say thirsting and simping, and I merged them into thirmping? I don't know what I was trying to say there. Anyways, move on. So next episode will be the last one of the wingless sprints. We'll put that to top 5 for the finishing position. And we'll have Texas, Lerderville, Charlotte Dirt Track, and Eldora as a showcase. Texas and Charlotte, we have not raced here at those tracks in this game. I've done it in Woo 22, but not in this particular game. So this part had it all. We had a win, bad luck, kind of had everything, and our pointly kind of reflects that as we have almost, oh my god, like a 180 point lead. Good lord. I don't know. I'm not going to do another season to figure out if this was fair or not. I think we would have been good regardless. So I'm not going to dwell on it anymore. So not much else to say. We'll go on to Texas next episode and all that stuff. But for now, I'll see you all next episode. I got to repair the car. See you all next episode. I will see you all later. And as always, have a good day, everyone.